Hi friends! This is going to be a video on how you should fill out your affirmative constructive speech outline. And your constructive speech will be about 5 to 6 minutes, so plan for that. This assignment is your last formative assignment before the final speech, which is your summative assignment. So once you turn this in, and hopefully you turned in your research journal, those are your last two formative assignments, and then you just have to record yourself actually giving your constructive speech, and that's the final for English for this semester. So then you'll be done as soon as you have given this constructive speech and sent it to me. So it's kind of exciting. So basically, when you start off, you write in the blue boxes. So when you state your proposition here. Maybe it's animal experimentation should be illegal. Maybe it's marijuana should be legalized throughout the country. Whatever your proposition that you chose is, just write it here in the blue box, and that's how you'll start off your speech. It is optional for you to have a hook. If you have a really good statistic that you think would shock people that you would like to throw out at the beginning, go ahead and do that. If you have a good story, whatever it might be, you can have a hook, but this is optional. You don't have to have one. Define any terms within the proposition that may be unclear. So if there's anything that might become confusing to people who are listening to your speech, make sure you define those terms at this point of the speech. So if you're going to be legalizing marijuana, is it going to be all over the country? Is it going to be recreational and medical? If you're doing animal experimentation, are you talking about all types of animals or only certain types of animals? So just, anything that could become confusing about your topic, define the terms here. It might be possible that you don't have anything to define, but make sure you think about that carefully. The next part is where you come up with two main points or two main reasons, at least, why you believe your proposition, why your proposition is correct. So if you want to legalize marijuana, is one of your reasons maybe money and the economy? Maybe your second reason is for medical reasons, right? These will be your two main reasons. Then you will use these bullet points to prove what you're saying in your main reasons. So if money and the economy is one of your main reasons, get some statistics, facts, some details, examples, expert testimonies, anecdotal information, basically stories, quotes from people or reliable sources. Basically, you're just going to use as many of these bullet points as you can to make sure that you prove why your point is correct. Get your research to back up what you're saying, basically. Down here for the plan description, you need to outline a plan to prove why you are right. So you need to lay out a very specific and detailed plan that outlines what you would want to do. So if you want to legalize marijuana, who can buy it? Where can they buy it? How can they buy it? Will anybody be able to buy it? What are the restrictions? If your plan should just be very, very detailed. So any pieces that could possibly go into your topic or your proposition, plan it. Plan how it will work. Who will fund it? Who will pay for it? Whatever it might be that needs to go into your plan to make it very specific. This is where you're going to describe your plan. In your speech, it might sound like, part 1 of the plan will be to do this. Part 2 of my plan will be to do this. Part 3, and so on and so forth. At the end, summarize your main 2 points again, those from right up here, and wrap up your speech. Bring it to a close. Try not to just end abruptly and say the end. Say something possibly like, you should side with the affirmative team because blah, 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 whatever your main reason is. When you record your constructive speech, consider using Screencast-O-Matic, Screencastify, or Loom. Those are some good ones. If one doesn't work for you, try a different one. Hopefully you can figure out something that'll be easy and records well and that you can send the link to me. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.